4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
And this, of course, has happened. Now the one here, all right, is Ellerson Smith. You feel bad, for the guy. It's just for us fans, it was just, because where he came from in college, he had some but it was, he didn't come from Alabama, right? But he did have a lot of sacks. You kind of, maybe we found a little diamond in the rough here, but. It's just, once again, you feel horrible for the guy, but sometimes just so frustrating for us fans when a guy basically couldn't even walk and chew gum at the same time without like popping a hamstring or something. It's like, it was just like, how did this guy make it through and I don't know if he, I don't know off the top of my head, what his high school career or whatever, but how did this guy make it through college? And he can't even, it's like he couldn't even, I can't even talk about the guy. It's just, he always was injured constantly. How did you make it through college? But him and Richie James. So unfortunately, and of course, we know we had Richie James here for the 1 year. We bought him, I think it was for $5 million. And so maybe possibly, what caused him maybe not to have a super spectacular role with the Giants was maybe, the injuries that he had gone through, and they were still nagging him. But we brought him in, I think it was a $5 million we brought him in for. And it's like the guy hardly even played. It's like, why did we bring this guy in? But, so unfortunately, what we got here? With Richie James, ex-Giants wide receiver retires out of nowhere before NFL training camp. Just a few years ago in 2022, wide receiver returner Richie James was a pretty key contributor What the hell are you talking about? Who the hell wrote this? Who's hitting the crack pipe on heavy sports? A key contributor? Are you kidding me? It was a key contributor for the Giants. The guy hardly played. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, on July 18th, just before the start of NFL training camps around the league, James announced his official retirement from professional football. Richie James said this: "It took time, but I have come to realize I am retired from the NFL. Seventh round, right? I feel like I was just a ball player to last that long. Unfortunately, my knee never healed properly. I was playing hurt since 2022." So when he was with the Giants. So maybe that's one of the reasons why we never, carved out any type of a role with the Giants. And he said, "Oh, well, I gave everything I got to the game of football. It took time, but I have come to realize I'm retired from the NFL," James posted unexpectedly on X. So James remained unsigned throughout the 2024 campaign after winning a Super Bowl with the Chiefs in 2023. Retired NFL wide receiver Richie James had his best season with the Giants. While the former Giants veteran retiring comes as a bit of a shock, considering he's only 29 years old and was playing solid football in 2022 and 2023, his announcement makes it sound as if injuries just caught up to him. Sadly, many NFL players suffered the same fate. It's a shame, but James did have his best statistical season with the Giants despite his injury-shortened career. In 2022, the wide receiver kick return recorded 569 yards and 4 touchdowns as a member of Big Blue. He also recorded 24 punts. He returned 24 punts for him. I remember a lot of the punts he returned. although he did fumble the ball a total of 3 times. That performance actually ranked second for New York Giants receivers in terms of yardage, just behind Darius Slayton. But I mean, he was second on the team with 569 yards, and apparently that was, I didn't know. I didn't know that was one of his best statisticals at 569 yards. Let's see. It was the last time the Giants made the playoffs with new head coach Brian Daboll and former quarterback Daniel Jones leading the charge. James signed with the Chiefs in free agency the following offseason, appearing in 13 games for Kansas City between the regular season and the playoffs combined. Although his final NFL campaign ended with the championship and a Super Bowl ring, James was far less impactful as a player in 2023, with just 120 total receiving yards. He did add 387 return yards split between kickoffs and punts, and that was his main role throughout the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So, I didn't even remember him even having that much yardage with the Giants. I just, when we had him, it was like, I don't know. I thought we were going to get much more out of him, but it is what it is. Now we talk about Ellerson Smith here, right? The guy who's only drafted 4 seasons ago. Smith, a 4th-round pick by the Giants in 2021, began his career with Big Blue as he appeared in 13 games for the franchise over 2 seasons. Always injured. Oh, my goodness. He was waived by the team in July 2023 before spending time with the Jets and the Raiders, though he didn't play in the regular season for either of them. The former Northern Iowa player was a practice squad player for the Jets in 2023 before moving to the Raiders in the same capacity and playing for them in the following preseason. He was released by the Raiders last August before being scooped up by the Browns and playing 2 games for the team last year. And despite signing a fresh 1-year, $1 million deal with the Browns in January, he announced on Sunday that he was hanging up his cleats ahead of training camp beginning this week. Let's see, does he have anything? Okay. What this game has given to me cannot be measured. So many of the best relationships in my life are connected to this sport. It allowed me to be a part of so many great teams and organizations, he wrote on Instagram. It's put me in rooms with some of the most dedicated individuals I've ever met. It gave me space to push the limits of what I thought I was capable of. Though I never reached all of my goals, I am happy walking away from the game. The chase of greatness was intoxicating. It will be truly missed. Smith went on to say that he was fortunate enough to have played this game as long as I wanted. That would not have been possible without the work of my family, teammates, and coaches put into helping me achieve my dreams, he concluded. In 15 regular season games, Smith totaled 13 combined tackles and 1 forced fumble. He finished his career with $2.348 million in earnings. So, I mean, I just remember, him. I mean, when with the Giants, it was just so frustrating. It was like he always like one injury after the other, and it was like it was like him and like almost like Kadarius Toney. I mean, that's why I don't have much hair. I mean, it was just like there was always one injury after this. Like Ellerson Smith had an injury. Kadarius, what's wrong with Kadarius Toney now? And Ellerson Smith's got it. It was unbelievable. And I say once again, it's just very frustrating for us fans. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, and all of that. But it was just. Something I have a hard. How could these guys make it through college and they can't even make it through like a training camp without getting decimated by injuries? It's just, oh my goodness.